Now, this video, guys, trust me, will be the game changer for so many of you guys. All right. Now, what I'll be teaching you guys in this video is how I do my personal entry confirmation. Now, trust me very well. Trust me. Entry confirmation is one of the most valuable information that has helped me as a trader, because entry confirmation does not just help you to make money. The most important and amazing part of entry confirmation is the safety part of it. Now, what I mean by safety is that entry confirmation can help you to avoid irrelevant losses in the market. Obviously, entry confirmation can help you to know the move you shouldn't engage as a trader, and not just that, the days you shouldn't engage as a trader. You guys have heard this popular saying, every day is not a trading day. Every day is not a trading day because not every day you're going to see confirmation in the market. And like as I said, this video will be the best video you have ever watched, because I'll be showing you guys how to play safe as a trader. Without wasting time, guys, let's dive into it. Now, before I get started, it is important I show you guys some of the trading days that entry confirmation saved me from taking. For example, yesterday price action. This is yesterday NFP price action. I was supposed to be a seller on this trading day, but there was no entry confirmation. Don't worry, I'm going to teach you guys the entry confirmation, right? There was no entry confirmation in the market, and as a result of that, it ended up going to the upside. This is a low trading day. What I'm going to show you guys in this video is the key to know the days not to engage as a trader. That's why yesterday, you see me, I did not engage, but some of my students that was bullish yesterday was a trading day for them because there was a confirmation, which I'm going to show you guys, and they all make money trading this day. Now, this day I traded. Of course, I look for selling opportunity, though it was a minimum move from London session. LV of this yellow shaded area, of course, you see on my chart, and London session. From London session down to this New York session, up to the end of the day, I think I got about 25 to 30 pip on this move because there was confirmation. Even this day too, there was a confirmation, but this was a buying day. All right. This one too, there was a confirmation to sell to the downside. Now, this is how it works, okay? Just like magic, okay? Now, before I show you guys this illustration here, let me just quickly go to this tab here. Let me click on candlestick pattern here. I've searched it right here, and then click on images. Before I started trading ICT, and before some of you started trading ICT, some of us traded retail pattern in trading, and we know what we use all this candlestick pattern for. For example, engulfing candles, shooting star, hanging bar, all those kind of candlestick pattern names. There are a lot of them right here. So what we use them for most of the time, for example, is for confirmation as a retail trader. Now, how do we get entry, first of all, in the market? It's very simple. Entry is done when price is traded back into the range. This is the general approach of taking entry. And those days as a trader, what I usually do is that as price is coming back into this range like this, I start looking for some of these candlestick patterns that I've been used to in the market. For example, let me work with engulfing candle right here because I'm sure that is the most popular one, okay? So I start looking for engulfing candle here as it's coming lower. Then anytime I see engulfing candle, this is the pattern of engulfing candle. This would be a bearish candle, all right? Let me make it very, very obvious. This would be a bearish candle. And then this would be a green candle, big one, engulfing the black candle. So this is an engulfing candle. Now, this would be a signal for me. This is the confirmation, obviously, to start buying. Now, those days, though, I still do make money when trading this pattern, this style, but there was a limitation. That is why ICT, became one of the best trading strategies you could ever trade with. ICT came to simplify a lot of things, to make life easy for us, all right? Now, if I was using only this pattern and this move, just like the way I just illustrated, this could be taken any time of the day. For example, it could even be at night. It could be early morning. It could be any time of the day. But the moment I started in ICT, that is when, of course, I got to understand about the key zone. So if I see signal like this, for example, let's say this engulfing candle outside the zone, I am not interested. All right, because I want the signal. What I'm saying by signal means the confirmation. All right, this engulfing candle is a signal. So I want the signal to take place inside the zone. And there are only two zones that is very, very important to me: the London key zone and the New York key zone. This is what my mentor told me 5 years ago. I could remember vividly, I think the month of September 2020, all right, 5 years ago. He told me one important thing: just look for this engulfing candle inside the zone. And since 5 years, if this strategy was not valid and not working, probably it would have stopped halfway. Since 5 years, I've been running with it back to back. Now, the way it works is very, very simple. Instead of you to focus on a static level, perhaps price must come to this place before you get your entry, or somewhere here before you get your entry. Why don't you just focus on this zone, all right, the time, instead of static levels? And there are two things involved when it comes to ICT, the way we do entry for ICT. You see, there is something I didn't identify here, which is PDRA. You could either reference PDRA as price is coming lower, or perhaps the way I do it, I don't reference PDRAs. I just wait for price to fall into the zone. Then once price fall into the zone, and trust me, before there will be any signal like this, any engulfing candle that take place inside this zone, just like this engulfing candle, there must be something at the left-hand side that is making this move to be engulfing candle. There must be something that acted as a resistance or a support here. And it is after I've seen the signal. I'm going to show you guys an example. It is after I've seen the signal, which is this engulfing candle you are seeing on this zone, this green candle. Then that is when I will now look at the left-hand side, which is this place. Then I know that, okay, this is the reason why this signal took place. It could be other block here, it could be fair value gap here, it could be vacuum, it could be anything, right? But my mindset is that, my mentality is that I won't start referencing, I'm sure most of you guys have seen a lot of videos on YouTube. They will be asking you which of the PDRA price we use. Is it going to be this one? Is it going to be this one? Is it going to be this one? Is it going to be this fair value gap? This one, this one? They'll put question mark, and then you go and watch. But this is the video that will solve it, all right? So for me, I don't reference it ahead. I don't reference the PDRAs. I just wait for the signal first. And once I've seen the signal, all I just have to check is, okay, which PDRAs made this thing move? It could be fair value gap, it could be other block. And once I've seen it, after this candle have closed, this green candle, because you have to wait for the candle to close. That is one thing that you guys have to understand. So let me put the black candle here that make the engulfing candle. So you will wait for this candle to close. Very important, because if it doesn't close, there is a high chance, because those of you that love to, be playing things very smart, some people could just come here and put buy limit or buy stop above this but other block in case there's an engulfing. You don't do it that way, because you remember price has been coming to the lower side. You don't know where it's going to form the signal. So after it has closed, because if it doesn't close, it could just straight to this upside like this and then keep falling to the downside, and then you have lost money. Remember what I said from the beginning, entry confirmation help us to avoid reckless, irrelevant losses. So you just wait for the candle to close. The moment the candle closes, after the candle have closed at this level, then I place my buy at this level. You could still wait. Some people would love to do it very neat work. They could just wait for price to come back, retest this other block, and then they start pushing to the upside. This means several candles pushing to the upside right here. Let me show you guys how this will work in real life, okay? And trust me, this is a game changer. Now, the first thing you need to understand is that we need a time frame where we need this engulfing candle, this signal. You see, I'm on 15 minutes time frame. You could use 30 minutes time frame or 1 hour time frame. What my mentor told me 5 years ago is to use 1 hour time frame. But when I started backtesting, I found out that 30 minutes can also work for us if we want to make use of 30 minutes. And 30 minutes, trust me, it can work. What I'm going to even do after creating this video, giving you guys this knowledge, this coming week, I'm going to implement it on live account, record it, everything live with the trading strategy. I'm going to deposit like $50 or 30 or 20 US, any amount I know that obviously many of you guys will be able to afford. So I will deposit it, and then I'm going to use it to trade real life, record it, and then upload it for you guys in this video. But first, I'm going to show you guys the example so that you see how it works, all right? Now, I'm 30 minutes time frame. Example is very, very easy, okay? This is self-explanatory. This is, information that I'm just giving to you guys out of love. First thing first, you must understand that you will work with your daily direction. Now, I don't know the direction of the day you came in with, all right? That's why every trader is unique to his own personal direction each trading day. And we have only two directions, bullish or bearish. You can choose the one you want to go with. For example, yesterday, I was, interested in the bearish side of the market, and then I didn't get my confirmation, and then there was no trade. This is the beauty of entry confirmation. Now, my students who were bullish, all right, they got their entry, and then they got a lot of them make money. They made a lot of money yesterday. So let's take a look. This is London. This is New York. This is all the yellow shaded area on my chart, and London, New York. How to get this indicator? You click on this box here, these indicators here. You see ICT KZ box. That is the indicator I'm making use of. Just type it right here on the search button. ICT K zone bosses by Bryce WH. Then you add it there. After it's added, you can set it up. If you want to set it up, click on these settings here to make sure that it looks exactly like my own. And let me even show you guys the settings. If I click on it, I don't know if network will be able to allow it load. Yeah, this is the setting. I just take off all these highs, all of them. After you have taken out all these highs, then I make sure the fee middles are the only one that is left, so that I will have exact setting, so that you have exact setting like my own. Now that we are here, okay, if you are bullish, let's start with bullishness. Now you will see, or perhaps let's start with bearishness, because I just said there was no entry for me. Let us know why there was no entry. You see, we have to wait for I'm working with engulfing candle now. You can work with any of these candlestick pattern, however. But I see engulfing candle is the one that I love so much because of momentum. And it's the one that I have more clarity. I'm going to do a video on engulfing candle one day so that you guys will know what is behind the scene. Just like as I said, it makes use of momentum. I'm going to show you guys how the momentum operates. Now, if I were bearish, this zone, all right, we're going to look for engulfing candle to the downside. You find out that there is none, all right? None. Just check it, all right? Just check it. Feel free to check it. Where is the engulfing candle here? To the downside, none. All right. But if we are looking for it outside the zone, you see that it's there, right? You see, there's one here. That's why you have to believe what I'm teaching you. And trust me, if you work with this strategy I'm giving you guys, out of the 5 trading days of the week that you see confirmation, I don't know how many days you see confirmation, but let's say 4 days. For me personally, sometimes it's usually 4 days in the week. Now, for me to make money is very, very easy. It has to depend on the direction of the market. If the confirmation work in alignment with the direction, I'm going to make money. But if the direction of the market is not going to go that way, for example, now if I see the bearish engulfing candle here, bearish confirmation, I went in and then the market pushed to the upside, that means I was wrong with direction. So I just have to clarify this. You can still get confirmation and then don't still make money because of the direction you choose may be wrong. But confirmation is valid, it is solid. All right. Now here there's no entry confirmation, but there's one for buying. Okay. You see, there's one for buying, which is this one here. Very, very good. Very, 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 very good. And there's one here for buying too during the New York session. Then the previous day, I was bearish, and then I got this one here. And that you can see how market, consolidated, press. It took so much to press to the downside. And I'm sure that is because the original direction of this market was bullish on the beginning of the week. That's from Tuesday. And that is why I had to close all my trade that Thursday. And I found out that before I woke up, the market has moved to the upside. This one, there was perfect entry for buying, all right? There was still entry for selling, though the direction was not bearish that day. So that's why I said sometimes you can get the entry and then the direction will not be in your favor that day. This one is perfect for selling, okay? This kind of one is one that is very, very big. Some people will say, this candle is very big. You can see if you want to, sometimes then I do use 15 minutes sometimes or 5 minutes to make sure I bought. The lower the time frame, the more you are prone to taking loss in the market. So just stick with 30 minutes and 1 hour time frame. Here, I don't know. There was no trading for me that day. This is on Monday. I don't even know the direction I was with that Monday. This one is the best. Perfect. Perfect. Very, very good. Perfect. Like as I said, this coming week, I'm going to do my best. I'm going to create account and I'm going to create account with this broker here. I've posted the link, on my previous video. I'll just be trading it gradually, even though it's 0.01, 0.02, 0.05 for the whole day. Then let's see. With this, you can't stay without making money, guys. Trust me, you can't stay without making money. And I believe this video will be, of course, just go back, test it, apply it. Now, if you are new to this channel, make sure you subscribe. Make sure hit that subscription button now, because you can't afford to miss all this valuable information we give to you guys for free here on YouTube. So I'll see you guys next upload. Peace.